Alright guys, welcome back to another video. So this is day 6 of my upload in December. So today we're doing a cartoon tier list, specifically Cartoon Network. Cause I grew up a little bit on Cartoon Network. I'm not like 9 years old or something. I'm saying when I used to watch cartoons, a little bit. I watched a lot of Cartoon Network. So let's just go ahead and dive into this. Cow and Chicken is like the only one I at least haven't heard much of it really at all. So. Adventure Time. Now we're going to be making this also off of like Cartoon Network in general, not comparing it to like SpongeBob or something like that, like depending on the show, of course. So, Adventure Time, S tier. In my opinion, Adventure Time is probably, I want to say the best Cartoon Network show, but that's a little tough to say. So, let's keep going. Also, this is S tier. The highest tier goes S is the best, D is the worst, whatever. We Bear Bears. I give it a B tier. I like it. I like the premise. I like I like the animal theme and stuff like that. But I don't think you can put it as a great. It's pretty old, but not that old. What's next? Ben 10. This is the old Ben 10. This is like the older Ben 10. I give that S tier. In my opinion, the old Ben 10 is also up there with Adventure Time, easily for one of the best. I like Ben 10 a lot. I'm not sure if it first aired on Cartoon Network, but I feel like it did. Also, I like the fact that it says "Yaw" in the corner up there. That's nice. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I give it a B tier. I didn't watch it much, of course, because like a lot of these shows came out a little bit before I was born. Maybe, I'm not sure. Billy and Mandy, I think, is a little bit older. I haven't seen much about it. So it's like a little biased, but I can't put that blame on me the fact that I haven't seen it much. But I like it in general. I've seen quite a bit about it. Just all around. Chowder. Now, you're probably going to hate me for this because probably a lot of people don't even know what Chowder is, but I like Chowder. I watched a lot of Chowder. I waited for that show to come on. I love that show. I waited for it on Boomerang. You're probably mad at me for putting it in A tier, but in my opinion, I keep saying in my opinion, and I'm like messing it up sometimes. In my opinion, though, for real, it's on up there with those two. That's how I see it. Clarence, C tier. I didn't really like Clarence. I feel like most of the newer Cartoon Network shows are mediocre at best. Like, I'm talking like 2015 and above, kind of a little bit. So, Clarence, it's a little weird sometimes, and I like the adventures and stuff, but Jeff from the show looks like Minecraft Steve. Sumo is a poor kid who lives in a trailer park and stuff, and Clarence is stupid. I mean, I like it, but I don't at the same time. I don't think, see, the way I'm thinking of this also, I've seen a lot more Clarence than Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, but I wouldn't put Clarence above those two, or maybe even on the same level. Dexter's Laboratory, A tier. Now, I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I've seen it. I just don't have the ability to put it higher up because I haven't seen it that much, but that doesn't mean it's not a great show. I'm not saying it's bad, or I'm not even saying it's not that great. A tier is fantastic, okay? Ed, Edd n Eddy. I'm going to put this and haven't seen, so we're just going to move on. I haven't seen much about it. Adventures of Flapjack. I don't think I can put up there with Billy and Mandy and We Bear Bears. I did see quite a bit of it, but it was a little weird sometimes. It came off as like a really weird show, and some of the angles they had and stuff, like on certain shows, like show their teeth, is a little weird, creepy. It's like a Courage the Cowardly Dog kind of thing, but I like Courage. So, Foster's Home, B tier. I actually really liked Foster's. I thought it was great, honestly. It's one of those average tiers, though, B, and there's not much to say about it, honestly, for that one. Amazing World of Gumball, I give A tier. You're probably going to be mad at me for that one, too. This is based off my opinion, though. I think in my honest opinion, that is, I would say, now these are some classics like Foster's and Billy and Mandy and stuff, but I think Gumball, obviously, is my opinion, so I think Gumball is better than those. I would binge Gumball. I love Gumball. Amazing World of Gumball is a great show. Not much to even say against it, honestly. I would put it in S tier, but I don't think it's as good as the top two. Maybe. It might compare with Ben 10. Johnny Bravo, I can't really say much about it either. I haven't seen a ton about it, but Codename Kids Next Door, see? The shows I haven't seen as much will probably be C, except for Clarence. I didn't watch a ton about it. I like the number system, though, with a lot of them. I thought the show was okay in general. Not a lot to like, not a lot to love, not a lot to hate, though. It counts as average, but not B tier. Camp Lazlo, also one of those I kind of didn't watch, but I could put it in a tier if I wanted to, but we're not going to. OKKO, I give it B tier. Now you're probably thinking, everybody, a lot of people don't really like that show. Okay, I don't like it as much, but I think it's also one of those average. Codename Kid Next Doors, I don't see it as average. Clarence, no. Flapjack, no. I don't see him as average. I see him a little bit below average. The B tier is like the average tier, but it's also like slightly on the more good side. Powerpuff Girls. You know, I'm gonna give it B tier. As a kid, I used to watch it. Okay, don't flame me because I watched the Powerpuff Girls. It was a great show. Let's be honest. It wasn't even for girls. It was about powerful girls, but it wasn't just for girls. It was like, oh, look, it's girls. Only girls can watch it. A lot of guys love the show. Okay, don't flame me in the comments. I love the show. Would put it higher, but I don't see it as higher. I didn't watch that much of it, so kind of on, you know, the iffy. Regular show. That is straight up S tier. Regular show was a great show. It concluded well. It was weird too. You could think like Flapjack is a lot like it a little bit in some terms. Probably thinking, well, it's weird. It's just as weird. Why is it higher? Regular show is a better show. There's no, maybe a little bit of comparison, but in actuality, no comparison. Just based on how good each one was. Samurai Jack, I'm sorry. I am sorry. Just moving on. I haven't seen much about it. Steven Universe. Now, remember, this is based off my opinion, okay? This is based off my opinion of how the show is in general on the network and stuff. Hold on. Steven Universe, A tier. I like Steven Universe. I am a big fan of the show, kinda. It's not something I would go out and buy merch of or anything, but it works. Okay. Teen Titans Go, D tier. First one in D tier. I don't like the comedy. Fart joke every 2 seconds, every episode. Pretty inconsistent. There's not any really story driven to it. And I think it's ripping on the old show, which I really like the old show, so. Speaking of the old show, S tier. Don't mind that put above Adventure Time. That means nothing. They're just not in order or anything particularly. I love Teen Titans. Like, great show. I think it's probably my favorite out of all these. I'm not gonna lie. Fantastic. Just great. And then Uncle Grandpa. D tier. It's a wacky show, but out of like the 3 wacky we talked about, probably the worst. So this is concluded my tier list. Hope you enjoyed it. I really did. I liked ranking these Cartoon Network shows. Feel free to argue with me in the comments or something. Can't wait to see you tomorrow, day 7 of my December upload. So goodbye.